Hi there, welcome to live stream Yoga with Louise, tips and cues to keep you safe and strong on the mat. Today's class centers around the Powerhouse with a really strong core component. As always, play where you're comfortable, modify if you need to, and if the work into the core becomes too intense at any time, feel comfortable to take a rest or to pause the stream until you're winded. You ready? Let's hit the mat. We're going to begin today's class in a supine position. Make your way down onto the mat, bending the knees, connecting the soles of your feet, easing your way onto the back, as if you were coming into a bridge line. And then I'd like you to float the hands overhead, palms looking into the center line. Drop your shoulders nice and heavy into the mat and keep your shoulders firmly connected to the mat. Float one leg up into table, knees stacking over the hip, and replicate on the other side. We're going to work an opposite arm and leg dead bug. Take a big breath in, and then on the exhale, float the left leg and the right arm into extension and hover them just off the mat. Inhale to come back to the center line, and exhale to take it to the other side. You're going to very slowly, with control through the core, play with that hovering arm and leg position. Syncing your movement to your breath, making sure that you're hovering opposite arm and leg just off the mat. Control through the core. So the core should be quivering as you open up the arm and the leg, and you should feel the core again as you draw the knee and the arm back towards your center position. Make sure that you're moving with your breath. Let's do another 2 sets. Last set. As you complete the last one, we're going to take it straight into a double leg stretch. Scoop to peel up, bracing against your shins. Open up the arms and legs into a V, and then tuck back in on the exhale. Trying to keep your shoulder blades just off the mat, lower back imprinted, with about 2 fingers of air between the chin and the chest. As you complete the last one, peel back to your start position on the mat. This time, place your hands softly on the tops of your thighs. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, you're going to float same side, arm and leg into extension while you push and resist on the other side. And then gently alternate side to side. Make sure that you're giving me a good push with your palm and resisting with your knee on the bent leg side so that you can feel an even stronger connection to the core. Let's do 7, 6, and your head and your shoulders stay on the mat for this one. 3. Last set of 2. Last one. As you complete your last one, we're going to take it back into that double leg stretch. Scoop to peel up. This time we're going to swim the arms before tucking back in. Open up the arms and the legs into V. Swimming around with the arms. Remember the direction that you're moving your arms in because you're going to reverse your pattern the next time we come back here. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Float your head back down to the mat. Push with both hands against the thighs and hold for a strong count of 10. 10. Resisting with the knees. 8, 6, 4, 2, Float softly back down to the mat. Take a recovery breath or two. Feet connected, arms softly resting at your side. We're coming back. This time you're going to scoop your head off the mat. Draw your legs into table, scoop to peel up, push and resist and hold. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Float softly back down to the mat. Take a time out. We're going to do 2 more sets. Next set with the head on the mat. Draw your legs into table, place your hands in position, push and resist. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Float softly back down to the mat. Take a recovery breath or two. Last set, head off the mat. Draw your legs into table. Place your hands in position. Scoop to peel up off the shoulders. Push and resist. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Hold that position. Come back into your double leg stretch. This time swimming your hands in the opposite direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold your scoop position, floating one leg up to 90 and hovering the other leg as close to the floor as you can, and work a little scissoring pattern. Either holding onto the back of the legs, or if you're nice and strong, float the arms alongside the body, palms looking up to the ceiling. If this is too much, connect your head to the floor and float your arms, if you can, or tuck them underneath your bum. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your scoop position and come straight into a single leg stretch. Drawing one leg in, maybe bracing against both knees and just gently pulling in as you tap the other leg into extension. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the scoop position. Take it into a double scissor, pulsing twice towards your nose. If you're strong, float the arms alongside, palms up. If you need to, connect your head to the mat and tuck your hands underneath the bottom. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold your scoop position. Come back into your single leg stretch. This time, give me a double tap with your toe, as if you were trying to tap the wall at the opposite end of the room twice. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Gently reconnect your head to the mat. Relax your feet down to the mat for a second. Arms long and heavy at your side. Give yourself a recovery breath or two. Then tuck both hands behind your head, interlacing them and locking them into position. Elbows nice and wide. You're going to bring your legs into a figure 4 shape. Let's take it left leg first. Bend the left leg. Place the ankle or the foot on the thigh of the right leg, holding that figure 4 position. We're going to work an oblique crunch on the left knee. So starting with your neutral spine position, take a big breath in, tilt your pelvis to the 12 o'clock position, scoop to peel up, thinking opposite armpit to knee, float back down. You're going to give me 10 on this side, either keeping your left elbow softly connected to the mat, or if you've got the strength, you can hover that elbow and that bicep off the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, keep your core braced, 3, 2, last one. Float your legs into a little diamond frame, connect your head to the mat, open and close the knees. Keeping your head softly connected to the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Open up your legs into diamond, drop your feet to the mat and float your hands overhead, allowing for a neutral spine position. Big breath in to prepare. On the exhale, scoop to peel up. Feeding or reaching your hands through as if you wanted to tap your ankles. Inhale to come back down. We're going to do 10. 10, 9, 8. Make sure that you're rounding out your back, imprinting your lower back, making your lower ribs nice and heavy into the mat. Feel that contraction through the core, so suck your belly button in. One more. Hold your last one. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your knees together. Drop the soles of the feet to the mat. Arms are at your side. Palms up. Begin in neutral spine. Scoop to peel up off your shoulders. Reaching long and lengthened and holding that contraction. And then float and reach side to side, alternating left to right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Float softly back down to the mat. Take a time out. And while you're taking your time out, set up your figure 4 on the right. Interlace the hands behind your head. Find your surrender position through the arms. Scoop to peel up off the shoulders or keep your right elbow connected to the mat if you need to. You're going to keep gently crossing over the midline, thinking opposite armpit to knee, either hovering your right elbow off the floor or softly keeping it grounded to the floor. I'm going to call that 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Reconnect to the mat and open up your legs into a diamond frame. Knees open, soles together. Exhale to draw the knees together and the toes alongside each other. Inhale to open. The last one. Drop your diamond legs to the mat and float your hands overhead. Begin in neutral, big breath in. On an exhale, tilt to the 12 o'clock position, scoop to peel up off the shoulders, lift the feet off the mat, reach through to tap your feet. Inhale to come back down to the mat. Scoop to peel up. Inhale to come down. Last one. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your arms at your side. Reconnect the head to the mat. Bend the knees. Connect the soles of the feet. Or for more work, you can hover them in table this time. Palms up to the ceiling. Scoop to peel up. Hold that position, reaching through. Or just lean off center to one side as if you wanted to tap the mat. Your legs are either floating in table or maybe you have them grounded to the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Peel softly back down to the mat and roll over onto one side. Doesn't matter which side you work first, we will be working both. Stack yourself on the mat using your bottom arm as a pillow. And make sure you're stacking your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles. Use your top hand as a soft kickstand, but not a flat hand. Just give me little spider fingertips on the mat. Lift, hold, and hover your legs off the mat, drawing the energy up along the inner thighs and then pulling up really strongly from your pelvic floor towards your waist. Hold. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, hold that hovering position and slowly start scissoring the legs out, opening up the legs as wide as you can, holding your leg line so you're not dropping the legs out of position. Almost think of moving through a body of water. 5, 4, 3, keep your core braced, hold, focus on your back leg. You're going to circle in one direction for a slow count of 10 repetitions. Inhaling for half of your circle, exhaling for the other half. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to change direction. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keeping the other leg hovering off the floor. 4, 3, 2. Now lock your back leg in position and try to circle the front leg. You might be working with a smaller circle diameter, shooting for between 5 and 10 repetitions in one direction. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then changing it up. The whole time, keeping that back leg hovering off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bend your knees, connect the soles of the feet, and set up a clam line with your heels lined up on an extension of your spinal line. Keep the feet together as you open and close, either keeping your head on. Hold that frame, drop the top knee up and down, keeping the bottom foot hovering off the floor and the big toes softly touching. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's add to it. Drop the knee, bring it back, kick the leg out. Drop the knee, bring it back, kick out. Knee drops, bring it back, kick it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. As you complete the last one, drop the legs back down to the mat. Extend your bottom arm at a slight angle, so it's not underneath your arm and it's not totally in T. It's somewhere between the two. Tuck your top hand behind your head in a surrender-like fashion. You're going to crunch towards your hip and float softly back, just allowing the head to hover off the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Push up, finding your way into a seated frame. Soles of the feet connected, hands behind you, fingertips looking towards your bum line with the thumb facing the back of the mat. Think of giving me an L lean back, coming just off your bum, floating your legs into table. Give me a single leg stretch on each side and then a double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Let's do 2 more. Make sure that you're controlling the movement through your core. Sweep the legs underneath you and set yourself up in 4-point kneeling. We're going to come into a little plank line. Hands firmly stacking underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hip points. You're going to step back one leg at a time and you're going to hold your plank line. Every time you exhale, I want you to brace the core strongly. Make sure that you're holding your body line parallel to the floor. Don't collapse through the shoulders. Make sure you're using that core and contracting even tighter every time you take an exhale. Stay or play. Drop the right elbow down, the left elbow down. Step up on the right, step up on the left. Drop right, drop left, step up right, step up left. Drop right, drop left, step up right, step up left. We're going to do that 5 more times. 3, 2, hold the last one down on the elbows. And then just dip side to side, as if you wanted to drop your right hip and then your left hip just an inch lower to the floor. 3, 2, last one. Flip over onto your side, knife edging your feet. Just bring your right elbow in. Tuck the top hand behind your head and just give me a little dip towards the floor and back up. 3, 2, last one. As you complete the last one, come back into your elbow plank, bending one knee at a time and tapping it to the floor, keeping your core braced. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Float your right elbow in, flip back onto the side, finding your surrender position and just holding for 10, 8, 6, keep your hips piped up, 4, 3, 2, come back onto the elbows. You're going to give me a dip to each side and then a knee tap on each side. Dip right, dip left, tap right, tap left. Dip, dip, knee tap, dip, dip, knee tap, dip, dip, knee tap, dip, dip, knee tap. Let's do 3 more. Nice and strong through those forearms. Last one. As you complete the last one, ease your way into a cobra line, drawing the hands up alongside your body, maybe staying in a baby cobra with your bottom rib connected, or if you need more of a stretch, pull all the way up into a full cobra, arms extended, but the elbows stopped, maybe resting the weight softly on your kneecaps. Ease your way from here gently onto the belly. Bend your elbows, stack the forearms one on top of the other, and rest your forehead on the back of your hands. We're going to come into a double leg lift. Make sure that you've got your forehead and not your chin resting on the back of your hands so that your neckline stays in neutral. You're going to lift and hover both legs off the floor in unison and then come back down. To make the legs come up, I want you to think of drawing up along the quads and the hamstrings. Keeping your toe line nice and soft. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to end high and hold those legs hovering off the floor, keeping your forehead connected to the back of your hands. Tap the big toes together 10 times. 8, 6, 4, 2. Float softly back down to the mat. Take a recovery breath or two. You're going to come back into your double leg lifts, lifting both legs up in unison and floating back down to the mat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. End low. Open up your arms into a T frame. Palms down, forehead connected to the mat. You're going to give me a simultaneous chest and leg lift, holding a soft bow-like frame on the mat, hovering your arms off the mat. Hold that frame and then begin tapping the big toes together. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Last one. Float everything back down to the mat. As you reconnect to the mat, bend the elbows, stack the forearms. Rest your forehead on the back of the mat. Take a recovery breath or two. We're coming back into our double leg lift. Lift and hover both legs. Bring it down. Lift and hover. Bring it down. Focusing on trying to lengthen through the toes as much as you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to end low as you reconnect your legs to the mat. Float the arms alongside the body, back of the hands connected to the mat, palms up. Coming up into a full locust, using a double leg lift and a chest lift to get you into the bow frame. Peeling up in unison, hovering and holding that bow position, and then begin tapping the big toes together. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Hold your frame and work an inverted 100, pumping the arms vigorously up and down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that rhythm up. If the bow frame is too much for you, bring your chest and your leg line closer to the floor and work hovering just off the floor. Pick your poison. Remember, long inhale for 5, long exhale for 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more to go. Slowly peel back down to the mat. Slide onto one cheek. Just bleed all of the muscle tension into the mat. Take a couple of recovery breaths. And when you're ready, you're going to roll over onto side 2. Make sure that you're not working the same side twice. Find your way onto your side. Using your bottom arm as a long pillow, stack your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles. Top hand, fingertips softly spidered into the mat. Lift, hold, and hover your legs in a soft parallel line for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Hold that hovering leg line as you begin to give me wide scissoring actions with the leg. Keeping your hovering leg line. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. End with your top leg behind you and begin circling the bottom leg out. Moving in one direction. 5, 4, 3, 2. Change up your direction on the back leg. 10, 8. Keeping that bottom leg hovering off the floor. 3, 2. Once you finish circling your back leg, hold it hovering and begin circling your front leg for 10 in one direction. 3, 2. You're going to change your circle and begin tracing in the opposite direction, trying to use the whole inner thigh. So really draw up along that thigh cleavage so that the whole leg is engaged to trace that circle. 5, 4, 3, 2. As you complete your last one, you're going to bend the knees, stack the knees and the feet, set up your clam line. Make sure your heels are working on an extended line using your spinal column to make that line. You're going to open and close the legs, keeping the feet together. Let's say 9, 8, keep your core braced. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to add the feet. Open, lift, close and down. Open, lift, close and down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Open wide, keep your feet hovering. Drop the top knee and bring it back. Drop and back. 8, 7, keep your core braced. 4, 3, 2. We're going to add a kick. Drop, bring it back, kick out. Drop, bring the knee back, kick out and back. Drop, back, kick. 7, 6, keep your core braced. 5, 4, 3, 2. The last one, bring it down. Change your arm position, bringing it somewhere between T and your original position. Tuck the top hand behind your head in a surrender-like fashion, maybe just hovering your head off the mat. Exhale to tuck in, as if you wanted to bring the top elbow towards the hip. And then inhale to float back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. You're going to find your way from here into a seated frame. Placing the hands on the mat behind you, fingertips looking towards your bum, thumbs looking towards the back, or rather the front end of your mat in this instance. Bring the legs into table. You're going to give me a single leg stretch and then a double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. Let's do 3 more. Last one, and then we're going to flip over and we're going to find our way into our plank hold. Flip over. Hands stacking underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hip points. Step back into your plank and hold strongly. Every time you exhale, brace the core strongly. Almost as if somebody was punching you in the gut every time on the exhale. Stay or play. Drop down on the left elbow, the right elbow, step up left, step up right. Drop left, drop right, step up left, step up right. Find a rhythm of your own, dropping down onto the elbows one at a time, and then peeling back up into your plank position. Keep your core braced the whole time, so don't allow your belly to hang on the floor. Let's do 2 more, and then we'll end low on the elbows and come into an elbow plank. Holding steady or dip side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back into your elbow position. Float the left arm in. Knife edge your feet to the left, tucking the top hand behind your head as you lift and lower the bottom hip towards the floor and back up to your start position. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to come back to your elbow position. Hold strong. Or you're going to tap your knees, alternating side to side. 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep your plank strong. 3, 2. You're going to come back into your side plank. Float your left arm in. Find your position. Hand tucked behind the head and just hold high for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Come back to your elbow position. You're going to give me a dip to each side and a knee tap to each side. Dip, dip, tap, tap, dip, dip, tap, tap, dip, dip, tap, tap. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Dropping down, sweeping your arms slightly back to find your baby cobra with your bottom ribs still connected, elbows tucked in, or pushing up and giving me a nice stretch into the arms, nice stretch into the spine. Ease your way from here onto the belly. Bend your elbows, stack your forearms, double leg lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to end high and tap the toes together. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, float the legs softly down. Come back into your double leg lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. End low. Float your arms out into T, palms down, forehead connected to the mat. We're coming into a locust-like U frame. You're going to give me a double leg lift and a simultaneous chest lift to float and hover your body off the mat, resting on your hip points. Hold that frame and then begin tapping. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Float softly back down to the mat. As you come back, stack yourself and come straight into your last set of double leg lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to end low. Swim the arms alongside the body, back of the hands connected to the mat, palms looking up. Executing a double leg lift and a chest lift to come into a locust hold. Hovering your arms off the mat. Lock your position in and then begin tapping the toes. 10, 8, 5, 3. Straight into a set of inverted 100s. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that rhythm going. You're holding a bow frame or you're holding a Superman frame closer to the floor. You're pumping the arms vigorously from the shoulder, inhaling for a long count of 5 and exhaling for a long count of 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly hover yourself back down to the mat. As you reconnect to the mat, slip onto your cheek. Use the other cheek this time. Just bleed your whole body into the mat. Taking a mini time out. Then when you're ready, you're going to roll over onto the back, maybe just bending one elbow, placing your palm alongside your bosom, and just rolling over onto the back, realigning yourself so that you're situated in the middle of your mat. Let's just take a little supine stretch, maybe extending the arms and the legs. Spine comfortably in neutral, but your belly button fused to your spine. And just take a little isolated stretch on the right. Right fingertip to toe, left side passive and relaxed. And then change it up. Take the stretch on the left. Bend the knees. Connect the soles of your feet to the mat. We're coming into a hand to big toe stretch. And if you can't reach the big toe, you could maybe use a strap or a hand towel to just bind around the foot. Let's extend the right leg up to the ceiling, maybe holding onto the back of your thigh, or if you've got the range of motion, you're going to take your middle index finger and thumb and reach for the big toe. Extend your left arm softly in T. Find your A-line, making the ribs heavy into the mat, making both shoulders nice and heavy into the mat, either keeping your bent leg, your supported leg bent, or just gently extending that leg, maybe softly bracing into the foot. Hold here. Give yourself at least a slow count of 20 to really stretch into the back chain of that leg, trying to open up that tight kink behind the knee, dropping the toes towards your nose and taking the heel to the ceiling. Then keeping your current grip, bring the leg in towards the center line, trying to aim for your opposite hip and just stop when you feel a little electric shock running on the outside of that knee. Bring yourself back to center. Bend both legs. Reach for both big toes. And then extend both legs together. If you can't maintain the hold on the toes, maybe holding onto the back of your thighs or the back of your calves. Try to make both hip points nice and heavy to the mat. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. Maintain your hold on the left big toe or the foot if you're using a strap. Relax your right leg to the floor, maybe T-framing your arm, or maybe just electing to keep the arm alongside your body. If you prefer, just do what feels good for you. Find your position on the mat, making sure the back of your ribs are nice and heavy into the mat. Belly button is nice and heavy into the mat. Shoulders heavy. Make sure that you're not arching through your chin. Nod your chin towards your chest. Relax your jaw and your neckline. If this feels good, extend the supportive leg, brace into the heel. When you're ready, you're going to start crossing the leg over the midline as if you were aiming for the opposite hip bone, and stop when you feel that ITB band engaged. Hold here. Try to relax and not tense into the stretch. Then draw the leg back to center. Bend both legs. Reach for both big toes. See if you can extend both legs up to the ceiling, maintaining your big toe hold, or maybe holding the back of the calves or the back of the thighs if you don't have a hand towel or a strap that you can use around the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bend the knees, connect the soles of your feet, and close off your practice for today, bringing your hands together in front of your heart and just taking a gentle bow. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that you enjoyed today's Powerhouse and Core set. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Remember to always subscribe with your notifications on, and be ready for yoga on the mat tomorrow. Till then, keep it light.